Once upon a time, deep in the heart of a dense, vibrant jungle, there was a young explorer named Maya. Maya had always been fascinated by nature, and for years, she dreamt of exploring the mysterious depths of the jungle, said to be home to ancient creatures and forgotten secrets. Her father, a well-known archaeologist, had told her stories of the lost city of Zari, a place rumored to be full of riches and wisdom. But no one had ever found it until now. Maya, with her trusty backpack, a map she'd spent years studying, and a compass passed down from her father, set out on her adventure. She crossed thick vines, navigated rivers, and avoided the sharp calls of wild creatures, but nothing could shake her excitement. This was the adventure she'd been waiting for. As she ventured deeper into the jungle, the sounds of wildlife became more intense. Birds with brilliant feathers fluttered overhead, and strange, unfamiliar insects buzzed around her. Maya knew she was close to something extraordinary. This felt like the edge of discovery. After hours of trekking, Maya stopped to rest under a large tree. She took out her water bottle and sat on a rock, studying the map again. Something didn't feel right, though. The air was thick with humidity, and a strange quietness had fallen over the jungle, like it was holding its breath. She looked around, sensing that she wasn't alone. Suddenly, she heard a rustling in the bushes. Maya instinctively grabbed a stick, ready for anything. But instead of a wild animal, out popped a small creature, half monkey, half bird, with bright orange fur and tiny wings flapping like an eager hummingbird. The creature looked at her with large, curious eyes and chirped in excitement. "Who are you?" Maya asked, more amused than scared. The creature tilted its head, as if understanding, and then hopped closer to her. It held out a small, shiny object in its tiny hands. Maya reached out cautiously and took the object. It was a golden amulet with strange markings just like the ones described in her father's stories. She gasped, realizing that the jungle had given her a clue. "The lost city of Zari," she whispered, excitement rushing through her veins. But just as quickly as it had appeared, the creature darted back into the jungle, disappearing into the thick foliage. Maya, now more determined than ever, followed the trail the creature had left. The path grew narrower and darker, with thick vines hanging from the trees and the ground covered in moss. It was clear the jungle didn't want her to find the city, but Maya wasn't going to turn back. Hours later, when she was sure she had been walking in circles, the jungle seemed to open up before her. She found herself standing in front of a massive stone gate, covered in vines. The gate had ancient symbols carved into its symbols that matched the amulet she now held in her hand. Maya couldn't believe it. She had found the entrance to Zari. With trembling hands, she placed the amulet into a small slot in the stone, just as her father had described. The ground trembled slightly, and the massive stone doors began to creak open. She could feel her heart pounding in her chest as the jungle seemed to hold its breath once again. Behind the gate, she discovered not gold or jewels, but something far more precious, a library of ancient knowledge, filled with scrolls and books from civilizations long forgotten. The walls were lined with carvings and paintings of people who had once lived in the jungle, their wisdom preserved for centuries. Maya wandered through the ruins, each step taking her deeper into the history of the jungle. There was something magical about the place, as if the land itself had decided that she was the one worthy of its secrets. As she reached the center of the chamber, a large stone tablet caught her attention. It was covered in intricate symbols. Maya had studied ancient languages with her father, and after a few moments of concentration, she began to decipher the writing. It was a message of knowledge, a guide to living in harmony with nature, and a warning of the destruction that would come if the jungle was ever disturbed. Suddenly, a voice interrupted her thoughts. "You found it," a soft voice said. Maya spun around, her heart racing. Standing in the doorway was the creature from earlier, the half-monkey, half-bird, looking pleased. "Who are you?" Maya asked, amazed. "I am the guardian of Zari," the creature replied. "For centuries we've protected the knowledge here. You were meant to find it, Maya. The jungle has chosen you." Maya's eyes widened. "Me? But why?" The creature smiled. "You're not here for treasure, Maya. You're here to protect the jungle's secrets, to carry the knowledge forward, and to share it with the world." Maya nodded, realizing that this journey was more than just about discover it, was about preserving the balance between humanity and nature. With a new sense of purpose, Maya left the jungle that day, the ancient wisdom of Zari etched in her mind. She knew the world was ready to hear the stories of the jungle, and she was the one to share them.